Hi, everyone. I was thinking about that today that I'm going to have to change my greeting of how I approach um, speaking into the camera to people. Um, it's in the afternoon right now. And let's see here. I'm on my back patio. See if you can see it was raining. Oh, you can still hear it. But the leaves are working their way down. I don't know how well you can see that the colors are changing. Hopefully you can see that. But anyway, some interesting things are going on in the world stage today. I can get my hair cut or do something about that because it looks like I have wings. Woo! Um, I think it's Israel. They were supposed to do I think it was Biden it, because I've been seeing clips where people are pushing Biden to do a ceasefire, tell them Israel to do a ceasefire, and and so I guess Biden has said that they'll work on it, and then apparently he said that they are going to do a ceasefire. They, isn't that interesting that they have to have Biden tell them to do a ceasefire? Again, remember when I told you the American tax dollars are in control of all these wars. So there's there's no, I mean, it didn't take a complete genius to realize this, right? So Kirby, some colonel whatever at the Pentagon, Kirby today or yesterday was there. The reporters were bringing it up. But how come they didn't do the ceasefire? And he said, "Well, there's not going to be a ceasefire." So he says he goes on. It's like KGP or whatever name is the press secretary of the White House. She always says, "Well, I'm just not going to get into it, but this is the way it is, and you're going to have to listen to this." Or she uses this tone with the people, and then when she's talking about something, she's always talking and looking down. It's not like she's reading, but she can't face the camera or face the people until when she gets done almost speaking, then she looks up. It is kind of interesting because today, that Kirby guy, I'm just going to call him Kirby guy, because he's got beady eyes and he's just, I don't know. There's something bad about that man. Um, but from my perspective, our intuition. That's the thing about this time in our world. Our cat senses is you can sniff out the rats. Our cat senses. You can smell the rats. You can see the rats. Isn't it quite interesting? It's like, how they say don't judge a book by its cover, but if the cover expresses and um, is deceiving in their words, if the cover is speaking to pretty much where they don't care about killing all this life. They don't care that it's American tax dollars paying for all this. They don't care that they're starting all these wars. They don't care that there's an uproar in the United States because of their actions, and nor are they taking credit for their responsibility. They're blaming it on those over there, saying that they're starting and everything, but they couldn't start any of this without American tax dollars. Interesting. Just heard something. Look at that. How it goes like this. That is wild. I wonder if there's a new image trying to unfold there. Boy, I tell you, I'm glad I got at least the chance to be able to share with everybody God, what God does. How He is at this. When He says He pours out His Spirit, and like I've said before on on October 19, 2020, when I was at his feet, and when he touched me, I just lit up like this golden light. And I got to thinking, I bet you that's when he poured out his spirit. It has to be, because that's when everything really started unfolding on my body, all these images in my eyes. And, my visions and dreams of even other things that I haven't really discussed online about other dreams and visions that I've had. I just think that, this time and our sixth sense, it's about people using their sixth sense, which could be probably referred to the common sense, because that's what a lot of people are lacking. I don't mean that in any disrespect, because I think that it might be planned. And that's pretty interesting on my face, the light on my face. I think because in the end time, it says that God's in control of everything, right? So I have a feeling, excuse me, I have a feeling that God is creating all this. I have a feeling that God has used these people because of who they are, and putting them out there, putting them on the world stage, putting them, to face the thing, because now everybody's looking at them like, boy, you're a real idiot, or you can't even stand up. You can't even run a nation. You can't even. So it's like exposing them, and when I got to thinking about it more and more, because how I get upset, I'm just like, well, what? They just funded it. And then having American tax dollars funding all these wars and now bringing that up is kind of like saying, wake up, Americans. Wake up. Why aren't you complaining about your money funding wars, and you're not doing anything about except for fighting each other over race, the color of your skin? You're fighting each other over what's happening in these places that are being created from the president and the Pentagon of your own country. I think it's because, that Babylon, America is Babylon. So it's going through judgment, right? Besides the porn, the sex. Matter of fact, they just had a video on Facebook. They have quite a few of them. They show where they have these, the prostitutes, or hookers or prostitutes. I don't even know. But they're walking in these, like what you'd see at a nightclub. These very things where they're just totally naked, practically just covering up, out in the middle of the day, around lunchtime and stuff, walking the streets. And they got thousands of likes, but they're just prostituting themselves out, and I'm like thinking, we are so adopted in this world right now to where this is acceptable. This is what you need to be looking at, is sex all the time. And then here we have the words of wisdom of telling us to treat our bodies as the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God, so God can come in, right? So if you're out doing those things, do you really think God's going to come into your body or pour into your spirit, to save you? And I got to thinking about that, and I know, not that I think, I know, because I was I got to be for pastime, let's see, probably 1997 to 2010. 1997 to 2010. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, and it's 13 too. See, that's interesting, because if you look at from 2010 to 2023, that's 13 years. And the 13th letter in Greek is new, like a new path, a new thing. And new is also new or news is like northeast, west, south as well too. So it's the whole, like the whole. Okay. Where's my calculator? 20, 23, subtract 20, 10. Yeah. 13 years. Just want to make sure. I always do that. I mean, I know I'm pretty good at math, but if I'm going to make a video about it, I want to make sure that I'm sharing everything right. But while I'm at it, I might as well turn it this way. And I'm trying to figure out about my camera too, how it gives that color, that glow, where it looks kind of like grayish instead of showing my natural color. Because I have to put color on my face with contrast and warmth and stuff on the thing if I take a picture. But over here in this light, you can see that I get a golden glow. And that's another thing about, I noticed in the pictures I took yesterday, my black hairs, you can see them, but they were kind of like this golden brown. I'm just like, I think this is my phone. I need to invest in a new phone. See, because look, my skin color changed again from the lighting, and the light's still there. I'm just, oh, check this out. Oh, let's check this out with two different colors of lighting on. I know I get really excited about this because this is the first time in my life. I mean, I've always had the markings on my nose. Oh, I wonder. Oh my gosh. It just came into my mind as soon as I looked at that. Do you remember in iPad Go 2 where she rolls the apple and the apple hits the boot and it splits and it starts to blossom or flower? That's what that looks like. But it also, that's interesting. I want to see if I can look at that and try to piece it. Try to piece it to where I can try to get. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try to get over here in this light. Oh, look how it goes up into my eye. Okay, let's try to get it in. Look at the white though. You can see, oh, isn't this interesting? I wonder, these now, I thought yesterday they looked like skeleton fingers. I don't know if they are skeleton fingers, but you can see the hand clearly go around. Yeah, it's going right there too. But there's something else that's reaching up there. But I wanted to, let's get over here and look at my nose. My eyes look really blue. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to see if I can see. I'm going to look down and open up my eyes because I want to see if we can see that other part of the thing. Okay? Anyway, I just want to do it so when I upload the video, I can see. Oh, this is what I was looking at. You don't want to see up my nose. Oh, that was dramatic. Okay, my peripheral vision's going out of. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, you can see the fingers right there. And the same fingers. Oh, right there. But I think that might be representing the flower. This is interesting how the lighting on this phone is reacting. I want to try to get this in without my phone freaking out. But I'm having a hard time getting the lighting right. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I got Facebook on right now. I'm trying to figure out what that is. And one of the conservative principles he wants to lead is let's A, not spend money that we don't have. B, let's not spend money we don't have on stuff that we don't need. And C, if we're going to spend money, let's not spend money on something else. And this first bill that he's introduced to aid Israel in their battle against terrorism, which I think, to be honest with you, I believe is important. I don't like terrorists. This is so interesting right there, that white. Kind of looks like there's something there. I'm sure there is. Just can't figure it out. I'm not American for fear of getting killed by a terrorist. I like that kind of thing, and I think that Israel's doing a good job of rooting it out, at least in the area of the world where they are. I mean, they're facing this threat every day. And Mike Johnson agrees, and so do a lot of Republicans and a lot of Democrats. So he said we're going to give $14.5 billion to Israel. Wow, I'm just surprised at this lighting of how much I can see coming out. Take a loan from China. That's what we're supposed to be getting all of our, why we're in debt anyway. They're probably going to take it from Social Security from the people. And then after they do it and they realize it, where it affects the peoples that are depending on it, then they'll be like, oh, just like right now when they finally have proof, or one of the judges overturned one of the voting, so now they're all saying Trump is actually the president or something to that effect. So I'm thinking, when I said this was like a whole script, because remember, Trump didn't concede. And so I think this is like some type of, when we look at it as like a movie script or a drama or a play, it's really quite interesting, because it is interesting. It's like, can you catch up? Can you keep up with what's being played out into the, it's like watching a movie when you're on TV and you try to figure out who the bad guys are, right? Or who's involved, or who's the crooks, or whatever. I should try to close my mouth and see if I can see if this is a hole. Oh, yeah. They are not happy. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded, and then after I upload it, I'm going to, just for, to put it out to you guys, which I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, is to put it on, I think it's 0.25 on the slowest, or the next one up, depends on how much you can handle seeing my face. because I like to go slow and put it on big screen, because a lot of it you can see like from a distance looking in. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can just kind of see that there's a lot of things happening on my face. But anyway, no, I'm not admiring myself. I'm looking at God's work. I'm just amazed at how this could be happening unless there's something about our world that hasn't come true. Like, we already know it's like a matrix, but how is it possible that God can go and put all these signs and images on our bodies? That's what I find amazing. And then all over my chest. And remember, I was telling you about that dragon, that bluish green dragon. Even it was a form of that color on my chest. Um, that's what I find amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this journey that I'm on, and how I'm recording and documenting my journey in this, or scripting my journey as we go along here, like we all should be doing. At first I had a hard time because people were mocking me, just like the other day. Someone goes, "Why am I looking up some creep's nose for?" I'm just like cracking up. I'm just like, well, you're not supposed to be looking up my nose, you moron. You're supposed to be. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be nice today. I know those are my new words. My new words for these people theirs. And this is because Judge Judy, because I watched her a lot, and I've had to figure out where I started picking that up at. Because Judge Judy goes, "You're a moron. You're stupid. Stop being an idiot." And those are the three words that are in my vocabulary now. And I've been trying to work on correcting them and saying, maybe like substitute it with common sense helps or something. Anyway, so again, just documenting, we're all going through these changes, and I'm not afraid to become humble. I think it's when we become humble. Well, actually, I know because of through my life experience, when you become humble, um, good things happen, and interesting things happen that you get your mind going and wondering. Just makes you seek more of heaven, seek more of God, seek more of the angels, seek more of the wisdom and the knowledge. It's like I think this is an owl that I was showing here yesterday or something. But yeah, it was an owl or a cat, kind of like symbolism. And I got to thinking about that in dragons. So you got dragons, ancient dragons, right? They're known for wisdom. And you got dragon heart, right? So they're all about the heart. You got the owls. The owls are like sit up on top of perches, and they're the wise ones. It's even in iPad Go 2 up on top in the classroom. It's up above America, actually. The picture of America map. Let's see here. Yeah. But anyway, before I leave, I just want to mention that again about, using our sixth sense, our intuition, sniffing out the rats, and not, you don't even have to really know them. You can tell by their expression, how they act, how they don't answer questions, how they void things, how, I don't know, you can sense it. I think I can only tell because I'm connected to that. I'm connected to God. I'm connected to the realm. I'm connected to a lot of things, apparently. Have a great night. Happy Friday. Oh, check out that white dot.